Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing awesome. So if this is your first time, please make sure you do subscribe and join the family. But if you're a returning subscriber, then thank you so much for stopping by here again today. So in today's video, I'm going to be answering some questions that I asked you guys to ask me on Instagram. So yeah, without further ado, I'm just going to head straight into the video because I did get a lot of questions. I actually haven't had time to review the questions because I've just been so busy. So this is like an initial viewing, if that makes sense. So the first question is, I'd really love to invest in a bob wig. Any recommendations? Funny because I'm actually wearing a bob wig right now. So it depends on your budget. My all-time favorite bob unit is the RPG Show BU bob wig. I do have a detailed review on my channel. I'll link it below, but it's kind of like expensive. It's around like $400 thereabout. But this new company that I didn't discover, they reached out to me. It's called Bios Hair. This is one of their units, and I also reviewed their wavy bob wig, which I absolutely love. So they're within the range of $215 to $230, which I think it's more affordable, and it is HD lace wig. So again, I'll link the videos in the description box. Please check those out. I'm sure you'll find something that you like depending on your budget. Next question. Another question. I love you so much. I love how you're able to balance your spiritual life with the whole social media thing. Thank you so much, guys. It's really God. I mean, I have my struggles sometimes, but I always pray to God to just guide me. And before I post anything on social media, I make sure that it's not leading people away from the kingdom, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just trying to be myself and trying to pursue righteousness and all those kind of things. Next question. Can you do vlogs on your YouTube, please? Trust me, guys, I really want to do vlogs. Like, I love vlogs. I love watching vlogs, but I just feel like I don't know how to vlog, because with vlogs, I see that people start the vlog at home, and then if they're going to a restaurant, for example, they show you guys what they're wearing or their like makeup routine or get ready with me kind of vibe, and then they go to the restaurant and they vlog everything that's happening. But I always forget to start at home. Like, I get to my venue and then I start vlogging. So because of that, it's harder to edit and it doesn't really tell a story. I do have a couple of vlogs I need to edit. I have the Vegas vlog. I'm going on a trip soon, so I'm gonna try and vlog that. But I'm gonna try, I promise you guys. Like, I really want to start vlogging this year. Sometimes I feel like my life is boring, like there's nothing to see. Maybe that's why I'm not like really into vlogging, but we gonna try. Next question. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose their soul? Absolutely nothing. Like, this is a no-brainer. I'm currently at a point in my spiritual journey where I'm like, God, anything, any blessing you're gonna give me that would take me away from you, please don't even bother giving it to me. Like, I can totally like give up everything I have just so that I can secure my place in the kingdom of God. So it doesn't profit a man to gain the whole world, and no popularity, no fame, no platform is more valuable than your place in the kingdom. So the answer to that question is no, nothing. Next question. How did you discover your career purpose? I'm currently I'm currently a college student, but I feel like God is leading me into another major. I'm scared to make a huge change. Any tips? If you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, then you know that I went to Ukraine to study medicine, but then I changed to aeronautical engineering. And fun fact, I'm currently not using my degree. So I get where you're coming from. I know it's a lot, like, to try and decide what you want to do. Before you make the change, I would advise that you speak to someone in the field that you're trying to get into and just basically get their perspective on things, because sometimes it might look rosy on the outside, but when you get in, it's a totally different situation. So watch videos about like daily life over, I don't know, maybe a doctor, whatever course you want to change into, and speak to someone in that field. Also speak to your parents, because I'm assuming they're the ones paying for your tuition or your caregiver. So make sure that it's something that they approve as well. And like you said, if it's God's will, then he'll definitely show you signs. Like, one thing I've noticed about God, if it's his will, everything will be smooth. You're not going to struggle with anything. You just find people that would help you in that field. They will just come to you. They'll be attracted to you. I don't know how to explain it, but like I said, if it's God's will, it's all going to be smooth. Just keep on praying and ask people before you like jump into this new field, so that it's not like overwhelming for you and you don't start regretting, if that makes sense. Next question. This is my friend. Please tell us if you are married, because we have suitors for you. Next. Are you ever going to move back to Nigeria? I was born in Nigeria. I have a Nigerian passport. I'm Nigerian, so I don't know, but never say never. I'm not like ruling out Nigeria because, like I said, I'm Nigerian. So yeah, maybe not. Wherever God leads me to, I will follow. Next, do an updated hair care routine, please. I actually have uploaded a recent video, my current wash day routine. To be honest, I've actually like falling off with my natural hair journey. Like 2015 through to 2018, I was religious with my natural hair journey, and my hair was thriving. I was in Ukraine then, so I have a bunch of videos on my channel showing you guys the things I used to do. Honestly, I'm like going back to that routine because my hair was like thick and long and so luscious back then. So I will make a playlist, so if you want to like check out my previous natural hair videos, you can definitely go and check those out. But yeah, I would definitely start posting more natural hair content because it does pay off to take care of your hair. I know people always like say, oh, you're doing too much with your natural hair. Trust me guys, when I stopped taking care of my natural hair, it became very thin. So yeah, definitely take care of your natural hair. Next, why did you move to the US? Please, I hope you don't mind me asking. Funny, the next question is, why did you move to the US? PS, I love you. To be honest, I can't really say why I moved to the US just yet, but that's not because I'm trying to be like secretive and stuff. I'm actually a very private person, contrary to popular beliefs. I know I'm a YouTuber and an influencer, but I'm very private with my lifestyle. But just know, I'm gonna tell you guys soon, definitely soon, but just know that it was definitely God's will for my life. It was the path he set for me, and I'm just like walking and holding his hands and trusting him. But yeah, very soon you guys are gonna know. Just give me a couple of months, okay? The blessing is still cooking. I don't want to like jinx it just yet, but yeah. Next question, when are we going to see each other again? Very soon. This is my friend from Ukraine, and you know, if you've been watching the news, it's crazy out there. I schooled in Ukraine. If you didn't know, I lived there for 5 years, so I'm glad he's safe, and I hope we can see each other soon. Next, how has the journey been? This is an ambiguous question. Is that the right word to use? Because is it the journey, the life journey, or the journey moving to the US? But either ways, I'm just gonna like give a general answer. It's been a very smooth process. It's been a very peaceful process. Like I mentioned in my previous, in one of the questions, if it's God's will for your life, it's gonna be smooth. You wouldn't struggle for anything, and that's literally been my my story, or my the pattern of things in my life. Like, it's been so smooth. Of course, there's been down times and, you know, times when things don't go my way, but if it doesn't go my way, I know that it's not God's will for my life, because if it's his will, then I'm not going to struggle and suffer for it. So I'm just really grateful to God. Like, I'm favored and I'm loved by him. And, you know, sometimes when I talk about God a lot, you guys probably think, oh, this one, she's doing too much, Mrs. Religious. I talk about him because I've seen his faithfulness in my life, and I've served him wholeheartedly. So it's like, I want to like plug you guys to this. I don't know how to explain it. Like, when something really works, like, you just want to tell the entire world, like, listen, get this product, or do this or do that. That's exactly how I feel about God. Like, some of the blessings I don't share. Like I said, I'm a very private person, but God has just been working over time on my case. Like, this person you see right here, you'll be surprised the amount of things I've been through. Like, I don't look like what I've been through, but God is he's definitely still God. So yeah, it's been a very smooth, peaceful journey. All glory to God. Next, do you plan on pursuing your aeronautical engineering career? Right now, I always answer this question in all my Q&As, or like on Instagram or something. Right now, no. I'm just basically exploring the field, you know, the whole YouTube social media thing. But I do want to go into cybersecurity. I know that's very different from aeronautical engineering, but it's IT related, and the money in the US is really good. I'm not even gonna lie, and I feel like I'm at that age where I'm just trying to like get a lot of money and save up, and, you know, eventually start my own business. So yeah, cybersecurity is gonna be like my mini long-term goal, and then I will try to work in the cybersecurity. I'll try to work as a cybersecurity analyst in an aeronautical engineering field. So it's like killing two birds with one stone, if that makes sense. Next question. I wish I knew you personally. I'm hoping to meet you one day. Oh my god, I love this girl. Like, she literally comments on all my YouTube videos. Like, when I see her, I owe her a wig. And she's in Ghana, and if you guys know, I always visit Ghana. So yeah, definitely when I'm in Ghana, I'm gonna reach out to you. Don't worry, like, you're definitely getting a wig from me, and we're gonna hang out, definitely. Next question. Why don't you vlog again? I believe I've answered this question. I'll try, I promise. Next question. Is there a room tour? Not really, because there isn't really much to see. But I might be moving apartments soon, so I would try, keyword try, to like vlog the moving process and, you know, decorating the apartment and stuff like that. So once I'm a little bit settled, I feel like it's gonna be easier for me to vlog, because I do have a lot of things I'm juggling right now. In my head, that sounds like a good excuse, but I know it really isn't a good excuse. But soon, don't worry, just bear with me, guys. Next question. Or why don't you put out more lifestyle content? I believe that's same as vlogs as well. I already gave my reason. Next question. How did you grow your hair? I have a ton of videos showing the process, but just to quickly summarize, you want to make sure your hair is always moisturized. You want to make sure that you're always cleansing your scalp, because your hair doesn't really thrive with if your scalp is dirty. And you also want to make sure that you're protective styling. Make sure your ends are tucked in. You don't want to do like very tight protective styles as well. And when you go to bed, make sure you use a satin scarf or a satin bonnet or a satin pillowcase, you know, just to lock in the moisture in your hair. And what else? Deep conditioning as well, moisturizing like I mentioned, and just really taking care of your hair and listening to your hair, because I typically don't like to recommend products because everyone's hair reacts differently. So you might just need to like explore and try different products and see the one that works for you. Funny, the product might be expensive, but it doesn't mean that's going to work for you. Like, I have a bunch of cheap products that work better than expensive products. And you can also try kitchen DIYs. They work amazing. I started my natural hair journey using just mayo and eggs and avocado, and that was when my hair was extremely healthy. So go on YouTube. I might actually start doing kitchen DIYs, because like I said, I'm going back to my natural hair routine, and sometimes using like hair growth oils and products help as well. There's this product I use. It's called the Chambers Chapter 2000. It's a Ghanaian hair growth cream. That product is magic, okay? Believe the hype. So yeah, that is basically how I grew my hair. Teach me this YouTube thing, please. Just go on YouTube and type how to make a YouTube video. Like, every little thing I need to learn, I just go on YouTube, I type it out, and there is everything. So YouTube is your best friend. Next question. Are you engaged? I don't know. Next question. Why are you running? This is my sister. Next question. What's your passion? To be honest, I'm not going to try and complicate this, because once I read this question, an answer pops up in my head, and that was God. And I know, yes, I'm sounding religious again, but I feel like with questions like these, you don't need to think too much. Like, there's always an answer that just pops up, and just say it. So yeah, my answer is God. I'm very passionate about kingdom work. I'm passionate about just talking about God and talking about Christ, and you know, I really want to do more. I definitely need to get out of my head, because I overthink a lot. I'm always over processing, and you know, having anxiety and all those kind of things, which I know is the devil. So in the long run, I'm continually working on building my confidence and, you know, being that lioness that God has created us women of God to be. But yeah, I definitely like Christian stuff. I mean, yeah. Next, how many countries have you been to? Not that many. I've been to well, Nigeria. I was born there. I've been to England because I schooled there. I've been to Ukraine because, you know, I schooled there, and then Ghana because it's absolutely gorgeous. I love Ghana. Like, it's one of my favorite countries to visit, but to be honest, I haven't visited that many places. So, and then now the US. So just 5 countries, but this year we're definitely adding some more countries to that list. As a matter of fact, in a week from now, we're going to be adding another country. So it's my birthday soon, and I'm going on a trip, which I'm gonna vlog. Okay, so yeah. Next question. No question. Thank you for being you. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Next question. When did you start your YouTube channel and what inspired you? I believe I started my YouTube channel in 2015 or 2016. Of course, I've been inconsistent. Like, I post and then I take like a year off or 6 months off and stuff like that. But what inspired me, I would say, I've always liked talking. Since I was in England in high school, I've always known that I wanted to talk about God. Even when I was a kid, I remember like when I was like 7 or so, I used to like lead opening prayer in church and stuff like that. So I've always, you know, been a talker, if that makes sense. So I just wanted a platform that I could just share my Christian walk with God. I didn't start my YouTube channel to be like a preacher. It was more of a, hey guys, this is where I am at my Christian journey. These are my struggles and these are how I overcame them. So it's like I was taking you guys along with me, if that makes sense. And yeah, I also like natural hair. I love to take care of my natural hair. So I'll say those two things inspired me to start a YouTube channel, talking about God and talking about natural hair. Of course, we're branching out and diversifying, but yeah. Next, how did you adjust to life in the US, i.e. food, accent, lifestyle? In terms of food, it's a lot. Like, why am I ordering a portion for one person and you're giving me a portion that can feed 4 people? Like, the portions here are humongous. Like, large is like extra large, if that makes sense. So yeah, and the food is actually quite salty. Like, if you get like McDonald's chicken nuggets and stuff, it's very salty, and I'm not a fan of salt. And also, like, you need to, when you go grocery shopping, you need to be careful what kind of products you buy, because when I first got here, I just used to like take anything out of the shelf. Oh, it's the US, everything is good. But there's actually a lot of like poisonous food at the grocery store. So yeah, it did take me a lot of like research and learning and looking out for like stamps on like food on groceries to determine if I should get them or not. In terms of accent, sometimes I don't really understand what they're saying, but you know, I'm gradually like easing into it. And some people are like, oh, some words you pronounce now are like Californian and whatever. I'm like, okay, what's that supposed to mean? Lifestyle, they're very well in LA, because I haven't been anywhere else. I can't really speak for other states, but they're very liberal in California, which is a good and a bad thing, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna leave it at that because it's very deep, but just know that they're very liberal here. Like, everything goes okay. Yeah. Next question, how can a non-believer be saved and a believer be assured of his or her salvation in Christ? I'm going to answer the second one first. Once you give your life to Christ and you say the prayers and accept Jesus as your Lord and personal Savior, that is already automatic entry into heaven. The Bible says no one goes to the Father except through me, which is Jesus. So as a believer, you are already assured heaven. You're already assured your mansion and all those kind of things. Of course, you do have to live by what the Bible preaches. And I'm not saying just go ahead and start sinning because you said the prayers. No. You have to, you know, be try to chase righteousness. But the fact that you've accepted Jesus, you are already a citizen of heaven, if that makes sense. And as a non-believer as well, I think it's the same thing. Like, you need to be ready to let go of the worldly lifestyle. You need to be ready to pick up the cross and follow Jesus. You need to be ready to lose some friends, lose some, you know, let go of some activities and all those kind of things. I think I have a video on how to grow closer to God, so you can check that video out. So once you like give your life to Christ, of course you wouldn't know how to study the Bible and all this kind of things. So I believe that video will help you, but your heart has to be in the right place. Like, if your heart isn't in the right place, then you're basically wasting your time. Even the Bible says Jesus looks at the heart. David was a terrorist. Well, terrorist isn't the right word, but he was so bad, but his heart was in the right place. That's why God called him the man after his heart. So yeah, a non-believer can be saved if you accept Jesus and if you are willing to follow him and to seek his face. So yeah, I believe that's all the questions. And then some other questions like, are you single? Are you married? Are you single? What are you doing in the US? It's basically repetitive questions. But yeah, if I am married, you guys will know when I'm ready to post. You know, I might be married, I may not be married, but when I'm ready to let you guys know, you would know. Thank you so much for the questions. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. God bless. Bye, guys.